Hello and welcome to XCOM with Xeno. Today I'll be starting a new series in XCOM Enemy Within using the Long War mod that I will be calling Xeno Hunters. For those of you who don't know what XCOM is, it is a turn-based strategy game where you have to combat an alien threat. This involves managing a base, hunting down and shooting down UFOs, and fighting the aliens on the ground, which is where the turn-based element comes in. The Long War mod makes this more challenging by adding more mechanics like soldier classes, perks for the soldiers, more weapon tiers, higher difficulty on the aliens, and many other changes. Link will of course be in the description. With that stuff out of the way, let's just get this started, shall we? So we click here. I'm going to be playing on normal, so don't expect me to be... I'm not that good, but I'm not bad either. I will be turning on Iron Man mode, which, as you can see, cannot reload saves, which adds more challenge, because, you know, saves coming is for the weak. I will be reducing the beginner voiceover to, well, hopefully stop the nagging of the NPCs in the game, I almost said, the aides. I'm also going to go into additional gameplay options. I'm going to turn on the not so long war mode, which is a little bit shorter. Hopefully this won't be like 800 episodes long. I want aiming angles and cinematic mode, I believe is the only one. Actually, I want hidden potential and training roulette as well. So, let's start this, shall we? And, yeah, whatever. Cutscene. So here you can see we have 5 continents to deal with. You have North America, Europe, Asia, South America, and Africa. And these all give a bonus depending on where you want to start. Now you will get this bonus... You can get these bonuses anyway, depending on how many satellites you have in the area. So if I want, say, this one, the air and space, I can just put up a satellite over Canada, USA, and Mexico, which counts as North American continent, and I will get the air and space bonus. Now I'm going to start in Africa because I want more money, and it's good to have. And it's one of the, well, I just like having the extra money. And then I usually focus on North America next because interceptors are very important in this mod. So, bam! And then we start our first mission.
For this one, and we need to get down there fast.
Basically the missions are just kill all aliens, well, says they're neutralize hostile targets. Locate and secure meld canisters. Meld is a new resource that was added in the Enemy Within expansion pack. They're basically some sort of like biomechanical nanite that lets you create special types of troopers that I will hopefully be showing you later in this playthrough. So you start with a squad of 6 rookies.
This is central.
And here you have the UI. So you have your troopers here. You can shift between them with tab and shift, or these buttons here. Obviously you have end turn, pause, next soldier, camera rotate. Of course I use the keyboard for this, but yeah. Here you see the gun, which also includes an ammo cost. So if I hit Overwatch, you see it uses up that chunk of ammo. So these are your different abilities that this soldier specifically has. These will change varying on your soldiers. So he can fire his gun, steady his weapon, Overwatch, which means that any alien movement will react and will result in a reaction shot, which means he will basically shoot at him automatically, usually used at the end of a turn. You'll see soon. And an AP grenade, which is anti-personnel, which does not damage cover, but it also cannot damage someone in cover unless you get behind the cover. So, just gonna move him over here. Now all troopers have 2 moves per turn, hence why there's a blue, and then you have a dashing, which... So the first one you can still run and then shoot with most weapons. Some you can't, depends on the weapon. Let's see, where do I want to move this guy? Put her here. Overwatch. Now, I Overwatch because I don't know where the aliens are, and when they appear, they will get a free turn. So to speak, they get a little run to cover animation because they just stand around like this. So, here we have our first aliens, 2 sectoids, and here we see a reaction shot. They do take an aim penalty, which is one of the stats your soldiers have, so obviously rookies aren't always going to hit their shots because, well, they're rookies. That's what they do.
10-4.
Now we'll be adding a special rule where I will be having fixed squads. So here's a little action camera they do every now and then. And once all your troops, just do this. So see the yellow symbol means he's in full cover, but he's also flanked. Half a shield means they're in half cover, and no shield obviously means they're not in cover at all. Full cover gives you a better protection against shots and damage. reduction. This is affected by a reduction in aim by the amount of defense I will show you in a minute. I hope. Oh. And these old guys are psychic and they use their psychic powers. Now, normal game, they can't do that. Not this early. That doesn't happen until like later in the game. But as I have the Long War mod installed, it makes it just that bit more difficult. Now here I can actually illustrate. You see this one's in heavy cover, so if I hit F1, you see that he's in high cover, so he gets an extra defense rating, which is minus 45 to my chance to hit. The aim, obviously various aims, so you see other bonuses. He's got Mind Merge, which means he's psionically assisting an ally, and he gets a stat boost. Now if I kill this guy, he will also die because of feedback, but since I don't really have a shot, you know what, 56%, I'll take that chance.
Adjusting aim.
So here, as you can see, we are in a better position, better angle, so we get a higher aim, plus this person has a better aim stat. 78% chance to hit, yeah, that'll probably work out. That shield means that he absorbed some of the damage, if you will, so just move you over there. They're not on Overwatch, so... And now you can see the yellow symbol, meaning he is flanked, so he does not get his cover bonus. And in fact, I get an aim crit bonus based off the fact that he's flanked. I think. Yes. And he goes down. And there you can see the feedback hits his buddy, causing 2 damage. I forget, they changed that as well, didn't they? So, let's just see if we can finish this guy off. And there we got a critical, and he dies. Now this is one of those meld containers, and really you want to rush these if you can, but don't lose a trooper over it. Is my philosophy in this mod. Is you want to get him if you can, but don't sacrifice someone over it. Huh, just noticed that drone had 2 health. I can't remember shooting at it. Interesting. You see he uses 2 moves. They get the same 2 moves I do, so you know. They don't get any extra moves, so we just left click on the melt container, and yeah, why not? Nope. The game is very fickle in that way. You will miss shots you would think wouldn't miss, and vice versa. Sometimes you hit stuff you didn't think would hit. Although I doubt I can miss a 92%. Okay. So while we see that those 3 are dead, we know there still must be more because, well, the game's still running. So what I will be doing the first couple of missions is just getting all my rookies up to private first class level, which is the first rank, so that they're all ranked and stuff, so I can group them up into squads, and I will have fixed squads that will be the same. I will not be mixing and matching, so if I lose a trooper in, say, my best squad, he'll be replaced with a rookie, and that's how I'll be doing it this playthrough. Now that symbol you just saw there, that yellow glowy thing, that means there is a meld container over there. So we run over here. It's interesting, I just realized I played this map the other way around normally, as in starting on the other side as an escort mission, if I remember correctly.
Will do.
So yeah, this is basically the gameplay. I mean, early on it's not that hectic. I mean, you just run from cover to cover, overwatching as needed, and hoping the enemy walks into your lines of fire. That means they hear the enemy is over here.
You hear that?
It's just a good indicator when you can't see them, which is 90% of the game. So we move you there.
That's what we're looking for.
Overwatch. Actually, I want to move you down.
Moving
here.
to position.
Run you over here. So you can see when you dash, they can't obviously do anything afterwards, unless they're a special class called the Assault, which can use a move called Running Gun. Hopefully I'll be able to show you some of the perks in a minute. But yeah. There we go. There's another meld container on that barge. I don't think I can get to that in time, but they are timed, so you only get like X minutes to get to them before they run out. which is nice. It adds a little element of, oh boy, rush. So, unless that closes the next turn, I should be able to get that meld, which is good. Meanwhile, I'll keep moving up the rest of my squad. Now, if we see here, I suspect the aliens will be inside because that door is open, and from what I remember, that door is normally not open.
Headed there
Park you
now.
over here. Good cover, good solid angles, you know. Spread out nicely, and as we can see, they're over there now. Oh, there they are. 2 more sectoids and a drone. Obviously, there are bigger and much tougher, vastly tougher enemies in the game, but for now, these are what we have to deal with. So, let's just get you over here, grab our meld. Was it hockey for that? Yes.
I'm on it,
Park you
Commander.
there. And basically, it's just, you know, cautiously but also aggressively advancing in my case. And here you can see she's actually out of ammo because you can tell by the flashy red. So, oops, sorry. Reload. Run you over here. I like spreading out. Maybe I'll see if I can show you guys how a grenade works in this video. I don't know. And apologies for rambling. This is my first longer series, so I'm not quite sure what I'm doing yet. Please do accept that. If you want your nickname on one of these soldiers, I will be naming each of my soldiers as I can. Changing nicknames that they get at a certain rank. If you would like that, put a comment, send me a message, post on Facebook page, whatever. Just say so and I will see about throwing your nickname in there. So you can see now they are on Overwatch, which means that I cannot move in there without them getting the jump on me. I will also warn you, there will be much cursing and swearing later on as I lose my temper. Well, not so much my temper, but I lose my shit when I lose troopers left, right, and center because of this game can be unfairly brutal sometimes, I guess would be the easiest way to put it. So, I wonder if I can... Do I have the range to lob one through into here? I don't think so. No. So I don't have the range to lob one in that little room where those 2 overwatching guys are, or I would. I was lucky hitting.
I'm on the move.
Park you there. Now, obviously, they can only shoot out here because that's what they see, but, you know. Critical. Ooh, in the water he goes. Splush. How to do this? I know. Oh, he's, of course, out of ammo. That's a low risk, low chance shot, but you know. I want to get rid of that guy before I move the rest of that guy up so I can get him into cover. And hopefully be able to there we go. And another one out of ammo. Run you up here. Now you saw the red shield symbol on that, means he was flanked and he couldn't actually take cover there. Because they would have been able to flank him. Miss. Yay. The good thing with the sectoids is they're kind of shitty on the aim, but I mean, this early on, they hit, they will wreck your face. Oh, no. Like that. And sometimes they panic. 2 people failed their panic test. Wow. That's rookies for you. Let's see, that'd be a waste of a grenade. I know where this guy is. Maybe I should have grenaded him after all.
Ready to rock.
Why not? Here we throw an AP grenade, as I said. Doesn't damage cover anything, but it does do quite a bit of damage to aliens, which is good. So, she's got this little bastard to kill, and he's gonna miss again. That was an extreme range shot at someone in good cover. He was never gonna hit that. So if we run you up here, and we just do... I shouldn't be throwing grenades at them this early, because I need the corpses and the stuff they drop. They drop various forms of, well, their corpses are used for research. So It's not recommended to just kill them straight off if you can avoid it. I am going to use you over here. I think I'm going to try and flank that guy. If needed, he's in pretty good cover, so... Obviously the best, easiest way to root him out would just be to throw a grenade in there and blow his brains off, but you know. So you can see, here it shows that I have... wrong way. Full cover on this side, here, and half cover here. If you see here, it shows that I have no cover, which shows that there's an alien with a shot at that area. So, we park you here, and...
Got him. Good work out there, Strike One.
If I may, Commander.
So,
The lab.
that was the first mission. Let's head back to the XCOM
Commander
HQ.
to the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
And let me just check something real quick. Wish I'd set up a timer, because you know. So here you can see the various classes. This guy has been promoted to specialist in the heavy, so either a gunner or a rocketeer. I'm going to go for gunner because I like them. I like their weapons. And here we got a scout slash sniper. I'm going to go for a scout because they have their uses. Infantry or assault. I'm going to go for infantry because I like their playstyles. Grenadier medic. Always use a medic because, well, it's always useful to have a medic. Another gunner. Good. They have heavy weapons, so they do a lot of damage.
Unloaded, and the research team is waiting
You can see the
orders.
loot,
We'll get
some
started
alloys,
as soon as
some
you
weapon
give the order,
fragments,
Commander.
9 meld, so... I mean, later on you'll get a lot more. So, here's your base in all its underground glory. As you can see, there's not much under here right now, but later on this will be filled to the brim. So, here's our hangar with all our pretty little fighters, which I will actually tweak, because I want two of these to have stingrays, which are anti-armor missiles. Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys the UFO hunting. Sorry, my brain just kind of brain farted there. So here's a research lab, blah blah blah. You want to see that intro, you can play the game yourself. I'd recommend it.
Commander to
So
engineering.
you have 3 research currently: alien materials, alien weaponry, and xenobiology, which I'm going to go for because
Seems
that's the
complexities
quest
of
line,
our
and well, you get benefits. And here's your engineering, where you can build and later upgrade stuff. I'm going to let's see, how much money do I have? 1,000. How long does it take me to get?
Commander,
A couple of
our current satellite
satellites.
uplink facilities are at full capacity.
Get 3
We should build additional
satellites.
uplinks as soon as possible
Build a
to allow for
facility,
new
another satellite
deployments.
uplink. I'll excavate here. Let's see, that'll be good for now. Any interesting items I can build otherwise? No. So here's your barracks with all your troopers. As you can see, we start with quite a few. I'm just going to go through them all and do something really quick. Actually, I'll do that off camera because that's a pain in the butt. As I said, your hangar, you have a memorial, so complete with bagpipes normally. Although for some reason it wasn't playing there.
Commander to the
Hire
situation
soldiers.
room.
I am going to
Commander
hire
the situation
6
room.
more. Then you have your
Every member of the
situation
council
room.
is going to want satellite coverage.
Blah
So
blah
we should
blah.
plan our deployments carefully.
So here is your satellite coverage. So currently I only have one over Nigeria, which is roughly where our base is stationed. I say roughly, we're here, it's there, but you know. And the more coverage you have, the more alien UFOs you spot, but the more interceptors you need as well. So this is your panic levels. Once these max out, they will leave XCOM, which means you get less money. And if you lose them all, game over, man. So you have your launch
Satellite
satellites
upload facilities at
tab.
maximum capacity.
You can see
Additional
here,
uplink required.
when you get all 3 in the North America, you get the air and space, power to the people. Well, I already have that one. Here you get future combat, although arguably Asia and Europe are the hardest to get because of the fact that you need 4 satellites each, which gets very expensive. You have your finance screen, just a simple finance screen really. The gray market, which becomes useful
Embassy.
later on, where you can
We'll
sell
monitor that
stuff.
contact. but I don't think it's related
But
to UFO activity.
I wouldn't sell anything this early because all of that's very necessary, and pending requests, which you'll get later on. Let's see if I can show you some of those. So, this is how you progress time in the game. So you just click scan. Time passes, as you can see at the bottom. We start in March. And I don't know if you noticed, I just thought of it. If we go to the barracks, you can see they are fatigued for X days. This is normal and means that you can't just throw the same squad right out. If you do, they will be injured, quote unquote. Basically, they'll be affected like they were injured. And then, well, you can imagine what that'll lead to. Even longer wait times.
Contact
Some more
detected.
troopers, and here's our first UFO. It is a small class UFO. We don't know what it is yet, although I know what it is because I've played this before. It's over Nigeria, as we can see. Well, that's there, but close enough. And it's low, which means it's probably going to try and land. Well, not necessarily. That would be NOE, which is Nap of the Earth. So let's send Raven 1 on a balanced. The difference between defensive, balanced, and aggressive is basically minus neutral or plus to aim. And then we just hunt the thing down. Oh, he's running away.
We have
Nope.
eyes on the
Gotcha.
bandit.
So
Closing on target.
here's your tactical screen. You just watch this go. You get boosts and stuff. Obviously, the first one's going to be really easy to kill.
Central,
And
this
you
is
get a
voodoo.
cutscene going, yay, we killed it. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the first video here. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, favorite, subscribe. Also follow me on Facebook and Twitter for any updates, and I will see y'all next time.